the gang called
Gypsy.
Gang and they come and get
Gypsy.
Gang and they come and get Gypsy. Gang. I met a gypsy. Gypsy. Gang. I met a gypsy.
The Maxxis tyre for me, overall, is one of the best tyres, if not the best tyre I've ever ridden on.
Is our country even big enough to sustain, like, we got Marvel and we've got a Sydney event and then we've got another big stadium event. Like, do you think we could do that? Or is the 35,000 people, I guess you said 80% of those aren't people that were involved in the industry. But, I mean, is the industry big enough to support a championship where we could have like 7 races all in stadiums with full-size tracks? Or is that, or do we just need to face the fact that our sport and country isn't big enough? Like, where do you stand on that?
I mean, I think it's not big enough right now. I mean, 35% people that came to Marvel came from outside Vic.
Yeah.
So, you know, whereas...
So are you cannibalising that event if there's other options in the country?
Yeah, I think that to be able to achieve that sort of level of attendance, it needs to be a one-off in the country. There needs to be no other opportunity to see what you're going to see there anywhere else in Australia.
Yeah.
And we will want to maintain that, at least for the foreseeable future. You know, do we hope that obviously that changes and we can sell out stadiums all through the country? Absolutely. I mean, that's 100% the dream. And AFL does it, and that's a whole nother level, obviously. It's a whole nother beast. But you know, it's not that there isn't the people to an extent, but at the moment, the people who know our sport is very small.
Yeah.
The reach is small, so that's what we need to grow. Because if they're talking to, you know, family and friends, etc., that's how it continues to grow.
Yeah.
And it just has to be done in a methodical fashion. And I think, you know, if you look back at Super X many years ago, for those that were around, they did a phenomenal job, a phenomenal series, amazing venues, great racing, did a great job. But they cannibalized it by doing 7 awesome venues in 7 weekends in a row. And to be able to get 20,000+ crowd, you really are relying on interstate visitation.
Yeah.
Until that changes, you know, that's sort of where it sits. But our goal, I mean, you know, we have Tony Cochran, who's a founder of the V8 Supercars, that works with us.
People might not know that much.
No,
I think we talked about it in the last one, but...
Yeah, so Tony started the V8 Supercars Championship and ended up selling it. He's now the president of the Gold Coast Suns, and he's an advisor to us. Ryan used to work with him at Supercars, so that's how that relationship started. But there's no one better to advise us on, you know, a motorsport category and growing it to, or motorsport / entertainment category, which is definitely where we want to be seen, and growing that into, you know, a huge national and even international commodity. And his biggest lesson was, I mean, when the big one for them was Bathurst always, and then the next one was Adelaide. And there's a reason why Adelaide is in February and Bathurst is in October, and they was far enough away at that stage. That was the first one that he tacked on, and they were far enough away that people would still be pumped for Bathurst by the time, you know, they could go to Adelaide, come from interstate, go to Adelaide, and they'd still be stoked to go to Bathurst in October. Yeah. And then he slowly added on, as the demand continued to increase, and he slowly added on the other big ones, the Gold Coast 600 and Townsville and things like that. You know, over time, they didn't just go boom, like Bathurst, Adelaide, Townsville, because it's just like, whoa, that's too much. So, and that's our approach. It's like AUS-X Open, you know, it'll be the only event of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's like our Bathurst, I guess. But the others will continue to lift, you know. So there'll be, you know, an Adelaide 500 or a Townsville, or, you know, and the rest of the series will continue to increase, you know, at a sustainable rate. And until the demand is there, then we won't bolt another one on. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because you just end up killing each other. So it really is about taking our time to make sure the audience continues to grow, and it's sustainable, I guess.